Yeah. Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Gilmore here for a quickie live video right here on the Peter fucking Gilmore channel, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down below on this channel and all my other channels, which are down there in my pants, also known as the description box below. And as always, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap and slap that bell and treat it like it's your fucking bitch. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss a fucking thing, and that's all I gotta say about that. And we'll move on from there. That's all I gotta say. Alright. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are live here on the Peter fucking Gilmore channel on this Tuesday evening, I keep thinking it's April, August the 24th, 2022, Wednesday evening, sorry about that, God damn it, August the 24th, 2022, I'll get the date right, but thank you all for watching here on this Wednesday evening on the Peter fucking Gilmore channel. My name is Peter Gilmore, if you didn't know it by now, so thank you all for watching, and, that's pretty much it. So, I hope you enjoy the video, and if not, well, fuck you. And that's it. Alright, so I'm gonna make this quick. I'm not gonna go too long. I'm just gonna go right into it. So, on this not late, but on this Wednesday evening, it is time for your late and out-of-date NXT 2.0 review for August the 23rd, 2022, from Nickelodeon Studios at the Capitol Wrestling Center in Orlando, Florida. Alright. So we are 1 week away from a new, well, not the new, but a NXT TakeOver type pay-per-view, September the 4th, the same day as All Out. It's going to be earlier than All Out. All Out starts at 7 p.m. Worlds Collide, NXT 2.0 versus NXT UK. Or the remnants of NXT UK, because that's going to be gone after this pay-per-view. I believe that starts at 4 p.m. Eastern. I'm not sure about the time, but they're saying it could be around 3 or 4 o'clock Eastern time. And then go right into All Out, which is stupid! But it is what it is. But, Hunter wants to, have a big weekend. Hunter and Stephanie, they want to have a big weekend of action. Clash of the Castle on Saturday, and then NXT Worlds Collide right before All Out. So they say, oh, Tony, beat that! Yeah, Tony Khan's going to destroy Worlds Collide, I'll tell you that right now. And he's going to destroy Clash of the Castle, so fuck you, Hunter. But it is what it is. I'm not going to bash Hunter so much, but he's doing some good shit, so. Especially all the stuff that happened on Raw and on NXT last night, but we'll get to that in 1 second. But we'll see what happens with that. So like I said, Worlds Collide, Sunday, September the 4th, in the UK. I believe it's in the UK. I'm not sure if it's in the Capitol Wrestling Center, but I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be in the UK. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, let's get into the show. Let's not waste any time, because I gotta do other things. Like watch AEW tonight, which is going to be epic tonight. Moxley, Punk for the unified title. Do you think anybody's going to win it? No! I'll tell you right now, it's going to end in a fucking clusterfuck. And then they're still advertising it at All Out, so I'm thinking it's going to end in a no contest, and then probably at the pay-per-view, it's probably going to be a street fight or some type of hardcore match. But who knows? A lot of people saying MJF's coming back tonight. I wouldn't put it past MJF to come back tonight, but I don't think so. I think he's coming back at All Out. That's my personal opinion, but we'll have to see what happens with that. And we'll move on. Alright, let's get into it. Let's not waste any more time. Alright. So we are from the Capitol Wrestling Center in Orlando, Florida for NXT 2.0. And our commentary team, as always, the man with the creepy jacket, Vic Joseph, and his colored commentator, my good friend, Bad News Wade Bennett. I'm afraid I got some bad news for you. The answer is no. That's all I gotta say about that. And we'll move on from there. Alright, so we start off NXT with a humongously long recap of Heatwave that happened last week, with Tyler Bate making his NXT re-debut, holding up the NXT UK title, which he hasn't even won yet, because the tournament's not even over yet. I think it's just foreshadowing, but I don't know, but it is what it is to end the show last week. So we begin this week's show with the NXT Heavyweight Champion himself, Bron Breakker. Get things going. Talks about his win over JD McDonough, or JD Jordan Devlin, last week to retain the title. Gets right to the point. Calls out Tyler Bate. On cue, comes out. Nice Judas Priest shirt, by the way. Or Priest shirt. I don't know, was it Judas Priest shirt or a Priest shirt? Whatever. Anyway, so he gets in the ring, congratulates Braun on a hard-fought win last week. And, now with that out of the way, he says he's the first and last United Kingdom champion. And with NXT Europe around the corner, coming in 2023, he can think of nothing better than to unify the belts. So Braun's like, I'm down with that. So they're going to unify the belts at Worlds Collide. And that's the basis of the entire pay-per-view. All the belts from NXT UK will be unified with NXT. Which makes no sense if you have NXT Europe. Makes no freaking sense. That's just me. So we're going to see what happens with that. I would love for Tyler Bate to unify it, but I'm thinking Braun's going to unify it, and nobody's going to give a shit. Because I'm not even caring for this fucking pay-per-view. I'm not watching it. I'll review it, but I will not watch it. I might watch a little bit of, like, maybe the women's title match. That's it. And maybe the NXT tag team title unification match with, I'll get to that in a minute. And we'll move on from there. Alright. So we get that. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. And we're off and running on the show. Alright, then we get a video on Gallus, the former NXT UK Tag Team Champions, before my good friends, the Yes Boys, ooh, Pretty Deadly, took it from them, and then, those assholes Briggs and Jensen took it from them. Fuck them! So we get that. That was pretty nice. And then we see Fallon, speaking of the NXT UK champions, we get Fallon Henley having to be held back from Lash Legend. We get it done. In the back. Okay. So Lash Legend went from getting beat up by Albert Fire, and now goes on to Fallon Henley. That's just great. So I get that. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that leads right into the first match of the night for the NXT UK Tag Team titles. Jensen and Briggs takes on Gallus of Mark and Joe Coffey, the Coffey brothers, or Coffey, I don't know. Pretty decent match. I'm not going to go into the logistics of it because, like I said, I got other things to do. So I'm just going to make this really short, probably 15, maybe 20 minutes. We'll see how far we go. So it kind of went back and forth with Gallus in control. And then Jensen comes back. And then the champs are in trouble as we go to break, come back. Mark taking Jensen down, grabs like front face lock, keeping him down. That gets broken up. Hot tag to Briggs, cleans house. Lash Legend comes to jump Fallon Henley in the aisleway. And then out of nowhere, the Yes Boys come in, the Pretty Deadly come in. And then we have a humongous brawl on the outside with the champs. And Gallus wins by countout. And they're like, oh, we won the belt. And the referee's like, no. Can't win by countout. So Gallus wins the match. Whoop-de-goddamn do. Match I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. And then after the match, Diamond Mine, Damon Kemp, and the Creed brothers come in. They have a humongous brawl with Gallus, which sets up a 6-man tag team match next week. That should be fun. And that's pretty much it. Where was I? Yeah, that's pretty much it. And we move on. Alright, then we go to a segment with Chase You! Andre Chase brings in a special guest instructor, and that man is Charlie Dempsey, who is Mr. Legal's son. Get in here, sunshine! Son, get in here! He comes in, it's a splitting image of him. It's like, holy shit, this guy looks like Regal when he was young in WCW. Holy shit. I wonder if he's gonna say War Games! He's gonna say it, I guarantee you. By the time the next War Games comes, which I think is in November, but he won't be wrestling by that, He'll be wrestling, but I don't think he'll be in that, a War Games match, so probably next year. But anyway, so Dempsey gives a little instruction, beats up a couple people. Some schmuck, like, volunteers, gets taken out and stretched with ease. And then all the women's like, oh my god! Yeah, I'd like to see him stretch you, if you know what I mean. Stretch that pussy! But anyway, then Bodie Hayward is like, I'm next! And, Mr. Dempsey beats the fuck out of him and then grabs his nose and rips at his nose. I'm like, shit! And then Andre Chase's like, okay, that's it, that's enough. Like, that's enough, dude. And then Dempsey's like, oh, Bodie didn't get the point. And then he's like, then he calls the class soft. S-A-W-F-T, soft. And then he leaves. Simple to the point. He's like, fuck you guys, I'm out. Fuck you, shoot. He said, fuck this shit, I'm out, basically. I'm like, out of here. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to the segment of the night. Oh, I did it! Grayson Waller and his debut show, The Grayson Waller Effect, which was live on Instagram, even though it was live, and it was ahead of the live show, the live NXT show. That was funny. Anyway, so his guest is Apollo Crews. So, they start talking, and, Apollo's, like, talking, regular, and Grayson's like, didn't you used to have an accent? And then Apollo goes into the Nigerian accent. I used to be a Nigerian warrior with my commandos. I was having flashbacks of when Kofi Kingston went off script. Well, he went out of gimmick because he was Jamaican, and Triple H's like, I thought you used to be Jamaican. That was funny as fuck. Anyway, so he talks about winning the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania 37. Which the last time the Intercontinental title was actually defended on a pay-per-view. Waller would rather talk about Apollo's abilities to see the future, his visions and shit. And Apollo's like, it doesn't work that way. And then Grayson's like, well, why weren't you there to save, your friends in Dynamite last week? And then Apollo gets up, and they try to get into a fight, and they go back and forth. It's like, I thought you were from Nigeria, this and that. And it's like, Apollo goes like, I'm from Orlando. It's like, I won a championship on Raw. I won a championship on Monday night, Friday night, and I'm going to win a title on Tuesday night. Then he calls Grayson Waller a low-budget Miz. And then Waller brings up Apollo's kids and says, you're a disappointment. And then Apollo knocks him out. That's it. So it's probably going to get a match, probably at Worlds Collide or maybe next week on the program. I can't care less, but that was a funny as fuck segment. I love this segment. 4 out of 5. Loved it. The low budget Miz thing was just... Loved it. Oh, I'm a low budget Miz. Great segment. Great. That's that. Alright, after that, we go to the back where we see the Yes Boys, Pretty Deadly, and Gallus having to be separated by 4 security guards. Backstage, morons. So we get that. So I give that 3 out of 5 stars. Then we get a video on Tyler Bate. Just for no reason. So I get that. Then Mackenzie Mitchell's with Mr. Robert Stone. And Von Wagner, and they're getting ready for their match against Tyler Bate, and Von Wagner's like, I'm gonna hurt him, blah, blah, blah. So I get a 2.25 out of 5 stars. And we will move on from there. Alright, then we go to our next match. Javier Bernal, who we've seen on NXT Level Up. He takes on our good friend Cameron Grimes to the moon. And we had Schism watching on, Gacy and the Dyad, Fowler and Jagger or whatever their fucking names are, the grizzled young veterans. Cameron beat him in like 2.5 minutes with the cave-in. That's it. And then he looks at Gacy and the Dyad, and Gacy's like, oh, happy, like, oh, good job. And Cameron's like, come on. That's all I gotta say about that. So Cameron wins, match again, 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get a video package for Blair Davenport, who's going to be taking on Indy Hartwell in our next match. By the way, if you don't know who Blair Davenport is, that's Bea Priestley. Will Ospreay's former girlfriend. How do you get rid of that? I think because all the allegations, he beat the fuck out of her. Sucks to be you there, Ocean Spray. It is what it is. She's skinny as fuck, by the way. Jesus Christ. But I digress. Anyway, then after that, we get a video on Alba Fire. Kaylee Ray. I hope she goes back to Kaylee Ray now. I really do. I hate the name Alba Fire. I hate it. So we get that. Alright, after that, we go to Blair Davenport and Indy Hartwell. Nothing great. Blair Davenport gets the win as she hits something like Al Snow's snowplow finisher from way back in the day. So she gets the win. Match gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, Blair says, I'm the #1 contender to the NXT United Kingdom Women's Championship that Maiko Satomura has. And she's going to take that and unify it with the NXT Women's Championship. And then on cue, Mandy Rose, looking hot, comes out. 302 days as champ, by the way. You're still not going to make it to, Asuka's level. I love you, but you're not going to make it to my first wife's level. No. That's all I can say about that. So Mandy comes out saying, if I want to put respect on my name, I'm going to beat the NXT UK Women's Champion, Maiko, or Miko, whatever her name is, Sotomura. She comes out, broken Japanese English, or Janglish, I call it. Basically, she says she's the real champion instead of Mandy. So the challenge is made, and then Brother's like, no, I want in. So Michael's like, okay. Triple threat match! Then we have sushi. No. And that's it. So we got that unification match at Worlds Collide. And that's pretty much it. And we'll see what happens, who wins it. I'm thinking it's going to be Mandy. I have a feeling Mandy's going to win it. So I think Maiko is going to go back to Japan. And maybe be in that IWGP Women's Championship Tournament. Which starts October, I believe, October the 22nd. That's when it starts. And then the tournament, which is going to be partly international and Stardom. And then the actual, I think the finals are going to be November the 22nd in Japan. To crown the first ever IWGP Women's World Champion. We'll see who wins that. That's that. And we move on. Alright, after that, we go to Tiffany Stratton. Daddy! Basically, she wants the winner of the triple threat match after she takes out Wendy Choo-choo in that lights out match, which is the main event. I don't know why Tiffany was, had her hair in cornrows. Still a top, but, I'm not a big fan of women with cornrows and all that shit. I like a woman with a ponytail, hair stripped down and shit. Kind of like what Io had. Io has. Well, when she looked at on Raw, she looked fine. But I digress. Alright, so we move on. Then we go to, hey, get in here. Hey, how you doing? Hey, paisan. Tony D'Angelo, he comes in. He's with Stacks next to him, and he tells the remnants of the Legado del Fantasma, Joaquin Wilde, Raul Mendoza and the beautiful Elektra Lopez, that things are starting over, are going to start over, and they got a match coming up, so it's going to start tonight. So the new Tony D'Angelo family are going to start, and we'll see what happens with that. And move on. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. The Tiffany Stratton promo, the same. Then we see JD McDonough hanging upside down. Okay, we're gonna move on. Creepy. All right, then we see Wesley and the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions Kaden Carter and Casey Catanzaro in the back. Wesley's all creeped out by that, and he'd rather talk to the ladies. Blah blah blah. Basically, the ladies are ready to face anyone that takes them on, and Wesley's like, "Oh, good." Okay. Okay, that's great. Go smoke your weed there, Wesley. And it is what it is. That's pretty much it. I saw some pictures of Zachary Wentz. Dude is still fucked in the head. He's still doing indie wrestling now, which is nobody cares. Nobody cares. He's been blacklisted from wrestling, so for what he did to Kimberly. And, you know, making the Nazi salute and all that shit. Oh, well, sucks to be you. And that's it. And we move on. Alright, so I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then for some odd reason, we see Indy Hartwell, after losing to Blair Davenport, she does a promo on the apron. Basically, she says, "I've hit rock bottom." She's saying she's the problem. She's taking a long look at herself, and it's been 4 months since Stand and Deliver, and she's still in the same spot, basically doing nothing and kind of jobbing and shit. Blah blah blah. Dexter left her, you know, because he got released and then brought back by Hunter, and basically all she's doing is saying blah blah blah, just spewing out her guts, and then out of nowhere, Dexter comes from underneath the ring. And the fans are going nuts. And he's like, "What the fuck is going on?" She looks behind her, and Dexter like looks at her. He does that creepy not the entrance, well, get in the ring with his hands, you know. And then Indy does the same thing. They look at each other, and then they kiss, and then they hug. Aw, Index reunion, yay, so great. And then Indy Dexter gets out of the ring the same way he came in. Blah blah blah. Indy, you know, gets out in the ring, and then she falls into Dexter's arms, and they go to the back and probably have sex. That's pretty much it. And then they cut to Wade Barrett, who's like, "I'm gonna be sick. This is disgrace." And then like freaking Vic Joe's like, "Oh, somebody call Beth Phoenix. She's going nuts." Nobody fucking cares about Beth fucking Phoenix and her feelings. Nobody fucking cares. What are you gonna do? A thing with Beth Phoenix next week? "Oh, it's so glad. I'm so happy for Dexter and Indy." Nobody fucking cares, you fucking cunt. Nobody cares. You're not a Hall of Famer either. Nobody cares about you. How do you get in before Miss Elizabeth? I don't know. Don't get me started. I don't want to go on another rant, because I'll go another 5 hours with that rant. That is legendary. Go watch it on my rant channel. Fucking epic video I did. Blah blah blah. So we get that. All right, then so we get that. They go out. They go in the back. Then near the entrance, I guess, to the building. And then they hug and they kiss again. And then Dexter hands her a letter, walks outside. Then we see the police outside, and then he gets arrested again for I guess Maurice called the cops and said, "Oh, my husband he got put in the back of a car, missing person report, some shit like that." So we're finding out. I'm like, what does the fucking letter say? And it says, "Goodbye, Indy, for now. Then I heart you." So it looks like Indy's last match in NXT most likely should be going to the main roster to form, I guess, part of the way with Dexter and Johnny Gargano, who made his debut on Monday night barely got a reaction. It was a shock because it wasn't announced, and by anybody like on Ringside News or anything like that. So it was a big shock, but like everyone's like, "Oh, what? Oh, Johnny Gargano! Yay!" And then he super kicks Austin Theory because they're probably gonna have a fight now. I can't care less. Austin Theory sucks anyway. He was good in Evolve as a champion, then Gargano whipped his ass half the time, but I digress. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so the Index reunion, I gave 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we see Corey Jade insisting that she is still better than Roxy. Better looking? Maybe. I don't know. Alright, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And we move on. Alright, then we go to the Dyad, taking on the Legado and Fantasma. Really nothing to see. I didn't really give 2 shits about the match. The Dyad get the win sorry, Legado gets the win. No, I read it wrong. I'm reading my notes wrong. I can't see. They hit Ticket to Ride. They missed it the first time. Hit it the second time on Joaquin Wilde. 1, 2, 3. That's it. They get the win. Match I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. And then afterwards, Tony D is pissed. You don't want to piss off the mob boss. That's all I got to say about that. And we'll move on. Alright, then we go to the back where we see Javier Bernal going into, I guess, catering or wherever, like the kitchen area. I don't know where he's going. He's all pissed off. Anyway, so Javier Bernal is all pissed off about losing to Cameron. Then he runs into a woman. We don't know who the fuck she is. She looks like Bianca Belair's twin. Without the braid, of course. And she's talking to him, and he's like disrespecting her authority. And then the security guard we saw last week, I believe, his name is Hank Walker, nice name, from NXT Level Up, says, "Hey, you should talk to women better. You should learn how to respect women better." I'm like, okay, a security guard getting some promo time. That's great. And like everybody watching on a watch along or like just in the privacy of your own home was like, who are these people? That's what I hate about NXT. When they try to make debuts of people like from NXT UK or from like NXT Level Up or from a different promotion or something like that, or indie promotion, or they just signed these people, they don't give us the backstory. We have to look it up on Wikipedia. I don't know, NXT management got to get that straight, because we don't know who half of these people are. Get it together, Sean! Moron. Anyway, so we got that. So I give that 2 out of 5 stars. Then we see Legado leaving the building, going into the very dangerous parking lot. Then a car comes into the parking lot. We don't know who's in the car. Mysterious car. Why does it always have to be that car? It's always a black van. Always. Like an SUV. What happened to the days when people came in like, freaking like limousines or, a Hummer like, Goldberg did or Hogan did back in WCW back in the day? You don't see that anymore. Anyway, so the car comes and Legado goes around to the driver's side door. The window goes down and it is Santos Escobar! I thought he was gone. Obviously not. Santos basically says, you thought I was going to leave you guys? Family stays together. So, as I predicted, Legado is going to the main roster. So, that's all I got to say about that. So, they get in the car and they leave the Capitol Wrestling Center. And we'll probably be seeing... I hope they go on SmackDown. I would love to have them feud with the Bloodline. Love to have them feud with Hit Row. I'd love to see that match. Maybe with the New Day. I mean, because the tag team division on both brands sucks. And basically the Usos just running laps around everybody. Kind of like Rowan with the unified title. Running laps around everybody for the past year, almost, well, with Roman case, almost 2 years. in the Usos case, over a year now. And it's not going to end. And if you think it's going to end, you're lying. That's all I got to say about that. And we move on. That's that. Alright, then we go to our next match. Von Wilder against Tyler Bate, who comes out with the NXT UK Championship. Like he owns it. Pretty decent match. Tyler Bate gets the win after hitting a rolling capo kick, setting up a T-bone suplex. Jazz is going to be pissed about that. Then he hits Spinal Tap, pissing off AJ. That's Styles, by the way. Finishes him off, 1, 2, 3. Gets the win. Match I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. Alright, then we hear from Diamond Mine, the Creed Brothers, and Damon Kemp. And I think Roddy was there too. I might have missed that. They're ready for Gallus. Oh yeah, Roddy was there. They're ready for Gallus next week, but Roddy's not included. And the Creeds say, we don't trust you. And then Briggs and Jensen come in to announce they want to fight them. They're unified the tag team belts. And I personally don't care. That's all I say about that. And we'll move on from there. Yeah, that's it. I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we go to the Lights Out match with Wendy Choo-Choo and Tiffany Stratton. And basically, a Lights Out match means anything goes. We've seen this with Moxley in AEW a couple times, you know, with Dr. Britt Baker Baby, DMD, and Thunder Rosa, you know, shit like that. And the lights actually went out, but like they dimmed and we could barely see. They had like I don't know what they had, like dimmers or I don't know, like a little bit of light so we can see what the hell they're doing. I'm like, well, I can't see anything. So we get that, and that's pretty much it. Pretty hardcore match. You know, chair shots. Tiffany missed a big time moonsault, beautiful by the way, onto the chair, and then Wendy comes up with a suplex on the chair. Ow. What else was used? A trash can over Tiffany was, she got, you know, put the trash can, smashed the trash can. And then Wendy grabs her pillow, hits Tiffany with it, then she opens it up, pulls out the remnants of what's in the pillow, and it's Legos. Someone's been watching Joey Janela tapes, and well, really Sami Callihan too. So she takes out the Legos, takes them all over the ring, and then Tiffany hits a fallaway slam in the direction of the Legos. Didn't really hit it the first time. Then basically tossed Wendy into the Legos. Ow! But Wendy kicked some makeup powder that was in Tiffany's little purse, whatever it was, in her face. Then a slam off the apron sends Tiffany through Wendy Chu's bed. I think it was a door, but it was a bed, whatever, bed frame. Blah, blah, blah. They go in the ring, and Wendy hits a top rope Vader bomb. 1, 2, 3, she gets the win. Obviously, she was going to win the feud, obviously. And Tiffany's daddy's not so... And she's happy. Daddy, I lost! It is what it is. I'm glad this feud is over. And that's it. So I give the match 3 out of 5 stars just for the violence part. And that's all I got to say about that. And we move on from there. Alright, and then NXT ends with Braun Breaker, Tyler Bate signing the contract for their unification match for the titles. Then Meiko Satomura, Mandy, and Blair Davenport signing their contracts for their unification match. I thought they were going to go all the way down the line for every title that was going to be defended, or, well, unified. But there's not that many titles in NXT, to be honest with you, but... Unless they unify the Heritage Cup with the North American title. I don't think they'll do that, but you never know. And that's it. So that ends NXT 2.0. It was an okay show. I think the Grayson Waller Apollo segment was the best segment of the night. Other than that, you know, the Index reunion was great. And other than that, not so much. It's good stuff. But still, I gave it 6.5 out of 10 stars. And let me know what you guys think of the show in the comment down below. And that's all I got to say about that. So, that's my video. Thank you all for watching. About 20 minutes away from AEW Dynamite. So, I'm going to get ready for that. Watch Dynamite. Hopefully it does 1 million views tonight. I doubt it, but You never know. And I still think Punk and Moxley is going to be a clusterfuck. I don't think it's going to be a winner. But, I mean, we'll see what happens with that. We got Aussie Open and Will Ospreay taking on Death Triangle in the semis of the, not the semis, I think it's the quarters finals of the Trios tournament. I think we got, somebody's facing Kylan King. I forget who it was. I think it's Thunder Rosa taking on Kylan King. Whoop-de-doo. Probably, that'll probably be the 9:30 match. I think Moxley and Punk will end the show. And we'll see what happens with that. I think we're going to hear from Ricky Starks. Maybe we'll see Kenny on the show. Who knows? And that's pretty much it. And that's it. So, thank you all for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore, signing off. I probably will not be doing any videos later on. So maybe tomorrow I'll be back to do AEW review. But we'll see what happens with that. And that's all I gotta say about that. So, thank you all for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore, signing off. I bid you adieu. And I'll rock on and rock hard with your Cocoot! And if you're not down with that, well, too goddamn bad. Because we're the Prophecy, we're better than you, and you know it. That's all I gotta say. We're better, we're stronger. We don't give two shits about people. And if you're not down with that, we got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. That's it. Thank you for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore, signing off. Goodbye, mwah, and good night. Just like the Gilmore card, you'll never see it coming. Bang! And just remember, support New Year's Day and Ash Costello. And in this moment, too. And that's all I gotta say. Thank you for watching. Peace out.